Hello everyone. Welcome to the discoveries of two library gals. This all began after we attended an ISTE conference and we fell in love with BreakoutEDU and all it has to offer. So when we came back, we decided to hold a PD session for our colleagues. Many teachers from elementary school, middle school, and high school attended our session, and this is the BreakoutEDU game that we used with them to expose them to this concept. So I'm going to tell you how to set the game up. Here are the items that you will need: tape, marker, pencil, scissors, 6 envelopes, paper, a UV pen, UV light, a USB drive, a hasp, a 5-digit letter lock, a directional lock, a 4-digit number lock, a 3-digit lock box, and then a large lock box. Okay, now that you have all your supplies together, we're going to set the game up. The first thing you need to do is label your envelopes. So the first one is "Your mission begins here." The second envelope you're going to label "The best is yet to come." And then the rest you're going to label with numbers: 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Then you need to print the documents that are listed in the print section on the instructions of this game. You need to print "Facilitator only," "Your mission begins here," clue cards numbers 1 through 4, breakout signs, and hint cards. And also, it is very helpful to print the lock code that BreakoutEDU provides for you so that you can keep track of all the combinations to the different locks that you will be using. So the next thing you need to do is cut your clue cards and your hint cards. Then you need to take a UV pen and write the secret message on a piece of paper. The secret message says, "To end this game, each person must tell the facilitator one way that they will use BreakoutEDU in their classroom. Now go be awesome." You can be as creative as you want here, or add any kind of ending to your game that you would like. Once you have written the message, you need to place it into the envelope that is labeled "The Secret Message." I'm sorry, it is labeled "The best is yet to come." So you're going to place the secret message that you just wrote inside the envelope labeled "The best is yet to come." Included with this game is a Google slideshow. So what you're going to do here is you are going to download the slideshow to the USB drive. This will be used with clue number 4. So download clue number 4, the discoveries of two library gals, to the USB drive. Now you need to place clue card number 4 inside the envelope labeled number 4 along with the USB drive. So put the clue card number 4 and the USB drive inside the envelope that is labeled number 4. Now you are going to place the UV light and the secret message that is inside this envelope inside the small 3-digit lockbox. You can get fun with this. I folded up the message and hid it in a pocket. And then I also took the batteries out of the light and hid them in another pocket. So they have to try to put the things together like this. Here's the note, the UV light, and here's where I hid the battery. You are going to set the lock to 140. Set this lock to 140. Now you are going to place the small locked box. You can barely see it here. You're going to place that inside the large lock box, and then you're going to place clue number 4 inside the large lock box. You can just lay it in there, but I took it and I taped it to the underside of the pull-out drawer. So clue number 4 is hiding under this little drawer, and the lock box is underneath it as well. Now you need to take out a copy of the story. This is where the mission begins. Fold the story up and place it inside the envelope that says, "Your mission begins here." Next, you need to attach a hasp to the large lockbox. Tape the story that is inside the envelope, "Your mission begins here." Tape that to the bottom of the large lockbox. Now we're ready to attach each lock. Let's begin with the directional lock. You need to attach the directional lock to the hasp and set that lock to up, right, up, right. This is the directional lock. You need to set it to up, right, up, right. Next, you have the 5-letter word lock. You need to set this lock to learn. Set this lock to learn. L-E-A-R-N. Then connect the 4-digit lock. Set that lock to 8750. 8750. When you begin your game, you need to make sure that you have a laptop or a computer for the USB drive. So make sure that the computer will power on, and also make sure the USB drive works as well. I also have a link to the BreakoutEDU timer, but you can use whatever timer that you want for this quest. Okay, you have 3 things left over, and that is clue 1, clue 2, and clue 3. So you need to put those 3 clues each into the corresponding envelope. You also need to make sure that you give your audience hint cards. Depending on if you want to give your audience more help than needed, depends on the number of hint cards you want to give them. They have basically 5 quests to complete, so I felt they only needed 2 hint cards. It would also be a great idea if you had someone in your household to go through the game. This is my daughter, Kelsey. She'll be attending college next year. Kelsey went through the game for me so that I can determine a good time for all the participants. 20 minutes is pushing it for your audience to complete. 25 minutes is a pretty good time. It will cut them some slack. Everything is inside the packet that explains how the game goes. The paper that you printed off for facilitator only will give you step-by-step instructions on how to play this game and how to be the facilitator. I hope you enjoy this game, and I certainly hope that you can use it at your next PD session. We would love to hear how it went. Please tweet us at 2 Library Gals.